In today's video, I'm going to show you the entire process of how I make our leather tool rolls. And it all starts here at our leather suppliers. G'day guys, Phil here and welcome back to another episode. Now what I wanted to do with this channel is try and drop a video every single week. So 6 o'clock Sundays, expect a video every week moving forward. I'll do my best, but some weekends it's just torrential downpour or there are no events. And that's what today's video is about. On those weekends where I can't get out and ride and film content for you guys, I did still want to drop a video. So I dropped a video a few weeks back showing how I make our leather belts, and you did enjoy that. So today's episode, I did want to do just that. So give you a run through on how we make our leather tool rolls, and let's get started. Now that I've got a few of these hides cut up, we'll move on to the inside colors. So fast forward, ka-chow. I've got a few of these already cut up. So the few different styles we'll be doing today is a few Mexicans, a few half cabs, and a handful of Cleopatras. Now I always try and get at least 10 done for these big bike events, but usually once these get loaded up to the website, we usually sell a handful before the actual show. So I always do like to try and make a few extra, but in this case, we're strapped for time. The bike's in a million pieces. I got to do a handful of these, so let's see how we go. Now that I've gone and cut all these sections out, I've glued the material to the leather. It is time to prepare our pocket. So this is where our YKK zipper will be going. We've got to stitch that on. Also place one of our script stamps here, and then also go and sew our fold over on our pockets here as well. So now I've got these two sections prepared. It's time to chuck them on the sewing machine. Okay, now we're inside on the sewing machine. So this is the machine that I use for all of our tool rolls. It's an old Consul. I think it's from the 70s or 80s. It's an industrial walking foot, and it is an absolute beast, as you'll hear once it starts to get going. So I'm going to sew up these zippers and then also some of our other panels. So let's get sewing. Okay, as you can see, we're back on the workbench and we've knocked out a few of those pockets. So what we're going to move on to now, keepers and also our logo on the front. So these are all cut by hand. There's no template or stencils. And then from there, we can go on and make our straps also. Okay, let's head to the pile of leather. I think we might use this one. And these will be upcoming as well. So I'll also be making a bunch of our brown tool rolls also. These turn out super nice with a Mexican poncho inside as well. But for now, let's move on to the straps. Okay, now that I've got our straps cut out, so these are 25 mil. I'm going to knock the ends off and then we'll get preparing. And these are the buckles we'll be using. So these are a 25 mil or 1 inch antique brass buckle. And then something else I'll be trialing down the track of these nice matte black ones. So if you see this video and you do want these, hit me up because these probably won't be an option on the website for a while. Okay, now that we got these buckles attached, I'll go and cut it to 23 inches. Now, one of the reasons why I make the straps so early in the process is for these offcut sections. So these are what we're going to use for the front of these tool rolls. Let's get these cut up and attached to the front of our tool roll. Okay, so these will be for our logos. Okay, there we have our logo, so that'll be going on the front section just here, and now it's time to make our keepers. Okay, there we go, so we've got our 2 keepers, and then also our logo. Okay, now that we've got our leather laid out, we're going to do some measurements, and then this is our leather adhesive, so we're going to go and chuck a little bit of adhesive onto all these ends. So the main reason for the glue is to just help them stay in place for our next step, which is punching some holes and then applying the rivets. Now you've probably noticed by now that a lot of the work that I do, there's no templates or stencils, it's all just done by eye. I've made probably hundreds of these by now, and I feel as if that's what kind of adds to the actual handmade. A lot of it is very labor intensive, and it's how I've always done it, and it's what I enjoy. So they will vary and differ from one tool roll to another, and I feel like that adds to the whole handmade process of it. Alright, she's slowly coming together. Now we've got these little pieces attached to the front, it's time to move on to the inside. So first things first, we've got to attach our Australian made or made in Australia tag. These are also printed on leather as well. So chuck a bit of tape on the back here. There we go. And then we move on to these panels. So do a bit of a test fit, make sure everything's aligned up and looks good. And then we'll make some amendments if needed. All right, that all looks pretty good. So again, with the double-sided tape, this just helps secure for the sewing process. Okay, now we just got to go apply tape around the edges, and then we'll measure out our pockets, and then from there we'll attach our final logo to the front, and then we'll get to the sewing machine. Okay, now it's time to measure out our pockets. So our pockets are 65mm wide. 65. Now that we've got those pockets measured out, we've got to put our logo up front. So now we offset this logo a bit. Again, everything's by eye. And there we go. And we'll glue these edges down just to make it easy for sewing. Next step, we'll rip off all these tape and then fold the edges, and then it's ready to hit the sewing machine. That's an important step for me, as this is where I really dial in, or where the real fit and finish starts to show. So I want to get all these corners absolutely perfect and pretty much symmetrical the whole way around. All right, back on the sewing machine. We got a fair bit of thread left on the bobbin, so we've got a fair bit of stitching to do around the whole outside and then all of our pockets. And then it's back in the workshop to chuck on the rivets for the finishing touch. Bobbin ran out. What? No way. Now we're back on the workbench. It's time to install our rivets across the top end. So this adds durability and longevity to our tool rolls. And here you can see that fold as well that we placed in earlier. So that's just easy access for any tooling that you are placing inside. So let's get these holes punched and then throw some rivets in. Now that's done, it's time to throw some rivets in. So these rivets I import from the States, and they're just a really nice brass matte finish rivet. So we throw the matte black one in our Mexicans and the half cabs, and then for our Cleopatra we put in a antique brass. So two little differences between the styles of tool rolls. So we get these are little double caps, so they look nice from the front and the back. And we really just want to give it a good clean. With a walking foot, it can sometimes leave a bit of a walking trail on these stitches. So give them a clean up, brush it out. It also rolls over the fibres of this suede as well. That's our tool roll all finished up. So we got our zipper there with our large pocket, and the Mexican material also carries inside there as well. So beautiful finish, antique brass zipper, matte black rivets, and I love the look of this black stitching as well. So I use a really thick gauge polyester thread that is also UV treated. So these things are built to last. Quite often we sell these at shows and people don't even want to get them used or dirty, but it's always cool when we see them out in the wild, fully thrashed and used how they're meant to be. So from here, we'll finish off the straps and then we're done. Knock these out. Now for the last step, we've got to make our strap keepers. So cut a few of these up. And that is how I make our Australian-made leather tool rolls. This video was a little bit different to what I usually do, but if you do enjoy this type of content, stick around because I've got a whole lot more coming up. Cheers.